are finishing up this whooping that we putting on the Commanders. Many didn't think that we would be here at this point, and that point is, which is to win the division. That's why you play every game. That's why you keep fighting. You don't worry about what's going on. Everybody, it's a hype league. Oh, he baked this play. Oh, he had these nice little few games. It's a hype league, right? Not knowing that you can go ahead and start off fast and falling off at the end, or starting off slow and heating up at the end. It's all about finishing the fight, as my boy Jason Garrett would say, finishing that fight. And the Dallas Cowboys have finished the fight. Well, I ain't gonna say they finished the fight because we just now really beginning the fight if we gonna keep it real. But let's dig into this game. As far as an analyst analyzing the game, that'll probably be quick. I'm probably gonna more get into kind of what to expect and to see in the future. Correct. Man, that's a perfect example of starting off hot and finishing off. I don't even know. I ain't got a word for that. AFC South champs, man. Shoot, man. They need to get that boy D'Amico. They need to get that boy, man, a $50 million raise for getting them boys there. That's good coaching job by D'Amico. That's real spill. But yeah. So hey, look, it just goes down to, is you a good team or a bad team? The Commanders had opportunities to kind of get out quick, but because they're not a good team, they couldn't take advantage. But the Dallas Cowboys, even though I could say probably could have whooped on them a little bit larger than this 38-10 that we see right now, regardless, they did what they were supposed to do, which was win this game. It's a division game. You know the Commanders was going to come out and try to spoil it. And if their efforts didn't come into their favor, they was probably going to fold, which is exactly what had happened. But I wanted to give to some shout outs. First, I wanted to give a shout out to the two offensive linemen that stood in and played very well, and that is Hoffman and TJ Bass. Them boys played very good this game, very good, and it posed this question for me: how the heck is we running the ball better with Tyler Smith and Zach Martin out? Now, y'all know I made my video early in the week saying that what I wanted to see from the Dallas Cowboys, and I must say that the running game looked a whole lot better. And I must say, even though we know that they was missing Jonathan Allen, the Commanders, as far as whether they may have gave up or not, it's usually tough running when we play them at least. And to me, regarding I'm not even looking at the numbers. I'm looking at how they ran the football. I'm looking at when they ran the football. To me, this is probably one of their better games rushing to me, right? I didn't get a sense of just being helpless and like, man, we can't run the ball. Like, to me, they actually played solid. And I'm going to tell you what it was. I seen a whole lot of movement coming from the interior offensive line. Hoffman and Bass was getting good movement. I'm like, where the hell has this been? I even see Jake Ferguson getting to the linebacker. I'm like, yes, this is all I've been asking for. I don't care who it is against. I needed to see it. We knew that passing game was going to be on point, and it stood to be on point today. CeeDee Lamb had a CeeDee Lamb type game. It is what it is. We already know what time it is with CeeDee Lamb. Like, come on, man. Teed up. Like, we already know what's up with CeeDee Lamb. But my biggest question was, can we run this rock? We need to run this rock. It's going to be cold. And it looked like we got this home field. I don't care what nobody say. We needed that home field. They could talk about mental, and we know some of the away stuff was the quality of team we played, but I don't care. We needed that home field because everything is better at home. You can sleep in the comfort of your own bed. You can eat your home cooked meals by your shotties. You know what I mean? You could go ahead and the motion that Mike McCarthy want to go ahead and put in place. You ain't got to worry about that. Right now, I know I've been seeing people talk about ain't too much of a home field regards to the crowd, but that don't matter. It's playoff time. The energy gonna be there. The excitement gonna be there. That the field, you're familiar with the field. You're familiar with everything. You're comfortable. Man, that goes into the Dallas Cowboys' favor. So, it was essential to get this home field, and that's exactly what we did. Took care of business. Once again, another 12-win season for Mike McCarthy. The embodiment of consistent. The 3 straight years and make it to the playoffs. Not 1 year in, 1 year out. So I definitely like that. Dak Prescott continued his strong play. Like I said, I don't even be too worried about the picks because y'all remember, and this is going into last year too. Y'all remember, I'm like, I just want Dak Prescott aggressive. I'll take a pick here, a pick there. So y'all see me, I don't even crucify that boy over his interceptions. I don't care because he's giving me aggressive play, which I won't. Now, my thing is, okay, Dak, you're playing consistent. Probably, like I said, this is probably the best Dak Prescott has played in his whole entire career. Like, we don't even care about numbers. We know what time it is with the numbers, but the consistent play. Now, Dak Prescott, all eyes will continue to be on you because now it's time to do this in the playoffs. Right? Now it's time to go ahead and do this in the playoffs. We know that you can do it. Now it's time to go ahead and prove it. When things get tough, now is your time to overcome. They say that you've been overcoming things your whole entire life. And this year is another chance to show that. Because, quite frankly, everything will continue to go as his offense will go. And in order to get to the Super Bowl and hopefully win the Super Bowl, Dak Prescott is going to have to be a huge part in that. Look, as you can see by the past Super Bowl representatives and winners, it's been off a good quarterback play. Good quarterback play. The Rams went to go get Stafford so they can get to where? To their Super Bowl. A quarterback makes a difference. You can have all the other factors in place, but if you ain't got that quarterback and that quarterback ain't playing hot that year, you can kiss it goodbye. And right now, Dak Prescott is playing hot. He's hot. So let's continue that hotness. Let's continue to take this success that we had in the run game and carry it on. We may play the Rams or we may play the Packers. I don't give a damn who we play. I want all the smoke. Yeah, hey, T-Dub with that Gilly. I know they said it was a shoulder, but my initial thought was, man, is that a collarbone? That was my initial thought. Now I know they always give you little what it could be and what it might be, but my thing was, is that a collarbone? And one thing's for sure, this team, and I've seen Jay Lou got banged up at the end too, but that could be more of a stinger. But you can't lose none of them. You got to have both of them in the playoffs because one of the most consistent units as a unit has been your cornerbacks. That has been the most consistent unit of your defense. And if you banged up and you got to miss and you got to mess around and maybe go maybe a Israel or a Eric Scott, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Oh, his arm in a sling. Oh, man. Hopefully it's just precautionary because you can't lose Gilly. We can't lose Gilly, y'all. We got to have him, especially if you play the Rams. And to be honest with you, especially if you play the Green Bay Packers, because the Green Bay Packers, they got some wide receivers that could put some pressure on you too. But either way, got to handle business. This win earned his money. Whoo, that 60 bill steep. I still gotta see them go far if I'm gonna be comfortable enough for them to get paid. And he needs to go ahead and do some damage in his playoffs, because that's all that matters. Hey, it is what it is. It don't matter who you play, it's the playoffs. Did nobody we played who was in front of us. That table was prepared, and hey, Dak still must come out on top amongst the presence of his enemies. So yeah, this is where it's all on the table. This is where names is made. This is where money is made to me. This is where that contract, and this is if that people have been defending that for a long time. People have wanted Dak to succeed and have been disappointed in big moments for a long time. It's that time, y'all. It's that time to put up or shut up. It's that time to put up or shut up. Gilly better play with one arm. Like, shoot, facts, man. If it ain't nothing, if it's just a little pain, I don't care. You better play through that pain. Shoot, it's the playoffs, man. Shoot, I don't give a damn if it is a labrum. Shoot, all you need is one hand to bat the ball down anyway. We just don't expect no picks unless you can one hand pick it. Don't give a damn. Hey, look, I don't give a damn about no feelings. Shit, play ball. Shoot, Gilly. Shoot, you done played what? Pretty much you done played every game. And that was one of our concerns. Like, man, is Gilly gonna play every game? Is Gilly gonna be available? Shoot, Gilly been available, and Gilly played, and Gilly had a very good year, a very good year, a very good year. So I got to give my boy credit on that. I got to give my boy credit on that. And then I also seen, the Rams won. The Rams beat the Niners already. Hoodlum. I ain't watching. But right, oh man, facts. Sure, yeah. Hey, we know Jerry. Hey, we know Jerry just like giving out money. Yeah, we know Gary just like tricking out his money. Because that boy done tricked on Gallup. And speaking of this wide receiver core, hey, it's time for Tolbert. Tolbert has done more in 2 games than Gallup has done the whole season. Let's just go ahead and just, hey, look, Gallup, we know you getting money. Enjoy your money. Enjoy this playoff bonus you're gonna be getting. But hey, my boy, we thank you, but it's Tolbert's time. You have been demoted to the number 5 wide receiver because you ain't even playing better than Turpin either. Which they need to go ahead and give Turpin more looks too. You ain't even playing better than Turpin. So, hey, my boy Gallup, so having Michael Gallup as your 5th wide receiver, he's probably better than all the 5th wide receivers. Thank you, Gallup. But you're not producing, and we need to put people on this field who produces. And Tolbert, in his limited reps, produces this year. So we got to go ahead and Mike McCarthy and company can't ignore these facts. Go ahead, man, and bench him. I know you're paying him, but it just is what it is. He disappointed us last year too in the playoffs, running that sorry ass route and that pick 6 with that. Come on, man. I remember that. I remember that play like it's yesterday. Heck no. Heck no. Nah, we gonna go ahead and put these young guns in. We've been rolling with the young guns. It's time to keep the young guns in. TP done played probably his best game. I knew it was gonna be a solid game for TP when he made that contested catch. I'm like, man, that's the wide receiver that we paying running back money to right there to go ahead and make that play. That's what we need from TP. Should no linebacker be able to guard TP? Should no linebacker. That should be a money matchup in the playoffs. If they try to take CD away, TP, Ferguson, Cooks, here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Shoot. Man, but good performance by the offense. They've been pretty much carrying this team the whole time. Good performance by the offense. The defense, you know, whether it be The defense did what it was supposed to do. Let's just we'll just go ahead and say that the defense did what it was supposed to do. They did what they were supposed to do. Deron Bland got his little pick. I think what he got 9 on the year. He got his little pick. Ended out a good year. Hank back, and you can see a difference. And it's all better for everybody because Hank not only did he knocking off that rust for being out for that month, but he was able to go ahead and put these rotational players back into their true roles. And even though the reason why we have lost ain't been a Hank problem, Hank, you can see Hank do make a difference in the interior. You can see, but they ain't getting that shit. When Hank up in there, they ain't running inside. When you got Hank and Osa, I know Osa thank him too, because Osa had to take on a whole lot of load and a whole lot more double teams. And so I know Osa thanking Hank too. Mozzie, I had made a statement on Twitter. Matter of fact, during the game, and I said that the Dallas Cowboys is probably getting ready to mess up Mozzie's career. One thing, and I said this in the last live too. Uh, even though whether he was big or whether he was small, Mozzie still been playing trash. But Mozzie is the type of player that gotta have some girth on him, that gotta have some size on him, gotta have a little belly on him, right, to get the most out of his athleticism. Right now, you can see Mozzie, right? His get off is still slow, but of course he'll move a little bit better because he got that excess weight off of him. But that's not what we brought you in for. I know I know we didn't bring you in for that, because if the whole purpose was Mozzie to lose that weight, Mozzie should have been doing that before the season started. I think they went on ahead and messed around and found it out they wanted him to lose that weight, thinking that he was going to solve the get up problem. No, 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 no. As I mentioned before, that's a processing thing. That's a okay. The ball moved now. My brain got to go ahead and tell the rest of my nerves and my functions. Okay, it's time to go now. You got to see it quick. That's just something that, hey, either you got it or you don't. You can work on it and you can get better at it. But you can see not everybody in the league got a good get off. Not everybody in the league got a good get off. And Mozzie right now, whether he was big or small, I'll be honest with you, the get off was better when he was big. The confidence was there when he was big. Now Mozzie can't even go ahead and do what he say that he liked to do, which is attempt to try to hit, attempt to try to be physical, attempt to go ahead and grab the offensive guards and centers and throw them into the quarterback. He can't even do that. They stripped him of that. You damn near might as well go to a 3-4 and make him an end. You want him to lose that goddamn weight? That don't even make no sense what they doing to that boy. But Mozzie, look, as I mentioned before, whether he was big or small, he didn't show us no signs that we can go ahead and bank on in the future. He's still getting out the gap. He was getting at the gap when he was 330, 350, and he still get at the gap, whether they say he 290 or 305, 10 or whatever the hell he is now. It's just a matter of the fact. Mozzie just, like I said, I'm not too sure to say that this is a Tolbert situation, because Tolbert didn't have the amount of opportunities that Mozzie Smith has, and as a rookie, you always get signs like he can do it, and I haven't seen any signs that Mozzie can do it. Could he prove us wrong? I hope he proves us wrong, because the Dallas Cowboys cannot afford to not be proven wrong by this man, because you didn't spent a heavy resource, a first round pick, on a man that you're experimenting with. You should already know what you're trying to do with him. Just like they knew what they wanted to do with Michael Parsons, put him at end, put him at linebacker, put him everywhere. Now you're trying to experiment with something that, to be honest with you, shouldn't be experimented in. You can ask Micah to maybe shed 5 pounds or gain 5 pounds, and he can still be him, whatever you're trying to do with him in the season, though. But you're asking this man during the season, in a span of like a month or two, to lose, 40, 50 pounds? That's ridiculous to ask him to do that within season. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. When I was about 315, 320, and I lost I lost a lot of weight quick, But I did it, far as I'm saying, minimizing my calories, working out, all that. That's how I kind of build my habits up today. I played football that same year, and I had to get accustomed to my new body. That's it didn't make sense to ask him to do that now. That's something that you should want him to do in the season so he can have practices, training camp under his belt, preseason game under his belt to get accustomed to the new body. That didn't make no sense, and that's going to do him disservice. And as I stated, I don't think that I'm not saying that Mozzie shouldn't have lost a little bit of weight, because probably Mozzie probably because he was about what 350 when we drafted him, so probably about a good 330, 335 would have did him justice, right? That would have did him justice. He didn't have to be 350, right? Because he has some quickness on him, right? So because he got a little bit of quickness on him, right? Because like I said, he's the same defensive tackle that I seen bend that edge. So because he had a little bit of quickness on him, 330 could have did him justice. 330 would have been enough to lose some of that weight to go ahead and still be a little lighter than you was in college, but still, because you got that strength program, by him hitting them weights and him getting under a stricter program than he was at Michigan, that weight probably would have naturally fell off anyway. And they probably would have put little weight clauses in this kind of like, look, you need to be under this, you need to get this. You come on, like what Bill Belichick do, little weight clauses. Because Bill Belichick, he when he had Marcus Cannon, he had a weight clause. You get this, you get this amount of money. That would have been his future to stay under this weight. Because we know Mozzie like to eat. Come on, man, you can just look at him, boy. You can just look and tell that boy love to eat. So that ain't no question. But But yeah, man, they kind of fumbled that. Damone Clark is something about the Washington Commanders where that boy loved to play solid against the Washington Commanders, and he has some good plays out there today. Michael Parsons, I I love that first drive that Michael Parsons had, and it kind of went away from that first drive with him at linebacker. Now I understand that they knew that they could probably beat the Commanders, but it was that DN or linebacker though. But it's no coincidence and it's no mystery that Micah looks a whole lot better at linebacker than he does at defensive end. And hopefully that may have just been hey, we in the season, we just trying to get by. So hopefully, right, that the Dallas Cowboys play him at a lot of linebacker coming up because you're gonna need it. Especially when we looking at on how we're weak in diagnosing some plays because there was some end rounds that they gave to Samuel and I believe Scary Terry that they got a nice little 10, 15 yards in. And I seen like Marquise Bell in them. It was because that they were slow in diagnosing. And they don't have the athleticism that must see if Michael Parsons slow at diagnosing, he gonna make that up with his speed. But we can't say the same thing about Damone Clark and Marquise Bell. Marquise Bell probably need to go ahead and go back to safety next year. They need to go ahead and probably put him in the. He need to play a little bit more safety next year. Let's just say that we're just gonna go with that. He need to be a little bit more free than what he is now, so we can get the most out of this man. To be honest with you, he should have been having Donovan Wilson role anyway. Now Donovan Wilson, now look, he's been playing. He's had a nice couple games, pick back-to-back games. But I'm just looking at the money situation. But anywho, the team did what it's supposed to do. Now we on to the future. Now, what do we expect from this team? What will we get from this team? I'll be honest with you, I don't know. If the only thing I can go off is what they've been showing me for 17 weeks, 17 games, right? So we got to pretty much play our brand of football. Let's get up early. Offense is going to be under pressure every week to try to get to a fast start so your defense can go ahead and play with a lead and get to the quarterback. That's been our recipe for success because if we have shown that we struggle, we're playing from behind. We showed that we struggle when a team is controlling a run game. We don't have the ability to get off get off the field when the team want to run that ball. The Green Bay Packers, You can manage that. I don't think that they have a even though they got Aaron Jones and company, I don't think it'll be like it would be if what like with the Rams, because the Rams been running that rock. And if we play the Rams, but I think Hoodlum said we playing the Packers. But matter of fact, let me see what's going on. Let me see what's going on. She said, let me see what's going on. I ain't one. Hold on real quick. Let me make this. Hold on real quick. Hold on real quick, y'all. But I'm gonna look at the score real quick before I make my little. Hello. Yeah, you talking about the 911 for your text? Yeah, go ahead. All right, all right. But let me see what's going on, y'all. Oh, the Rams got that, so it look like it's the Packers, like Hoodlum said. So we Packers. I'll be honest with y'all. I don't really want to go ahead and spend too much during the week talking about this commander. I want to get straight to Green Bay. I want to get straight to Green Bay, y'all. So we Packers up. Jordan Love. We Jordan Love. Christian Watson. Romeo Dubs. Tyler Croft. Aaron Jones. I could just tell you off the rip right now. I'm not too worried about their running game. And I think and Mike McCarthy, he want that get back. We go let's be honest, right? Unless it's a huge meltdown, we should tear Green Bay up, right? We should tear them up. Green Bay ain't got nothing for us. What they gonna do? Try to put what's Jared Alexander? They gonna try to put him on CD? That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. They ain't got nobody for us. They got what's his name? They got the other Michigan. What Rashawn Gary coming? Don't they still got Kenny Clark? I'll be honest with y'all. We should run through Green Bay. That's dub. That's dub. So if y'all got any betting and we home, that's dub, y'all. If y'all betting, take that Dallas. Take that Dallas. We beating Green Bay. We whooping on Green Bay, y'all. I ain't worried about Green Bay. I'll be honest. I ain't worried about Green Bay. I am not. We might see the Rams though. What second round though? We might see the Rams second round maybe. I ain't I ain't worried about them. Let's do this, y'all. That's what we've been waiting on right here. This is what I've been waiting on. We knew we was gonna get to this point. We knew we was gonna make the playoffs. That's cool. But this is what I've been waiting on. This is what I've been waiting on, y'all. And as I mentioned before, I believe what the last time we played the Packers in the playoffs, this was Dak rookie year, right? When he was when he threw for what? Didn't he throw for what 300 against Aaron Rodgers? Bro, I could just think of how pissed off I am right now about that Jared Cook catch. I'm just being pissed off right now by how they treated us with that Dez catch. I'm pissed. I'm just pissed off thinking about just them two instances alone against the Green Bay Packers. I want to beat the heck out the Green Bay Packers, y'all. Jay Bird. Hey, we here, Jay Bird. We here. This that real season right here. This where the real ones need to come out the play and come out the ball right here. This is where, hey, our lion. Well, shoot, we in the jungle now, baby. This is where lions are supposed to go ahead and you the king of the jungle, right? Micah, you say you the king of the jungle. You a lion. I hope you ain't lying. Yes, sir. I hope you're not lying. Cause hey, the lion, the king of the jungle, man. It's where he got to eat right here. This is where names is made right here. This is what I live for, right? Oh, I love these. I love the playoffs, y'all. Right? I I don't like it because I know football coming to an end, but I love the playoffs. Big time players make big time plays in big time games. And even though the Dallas Cowboys, right, when it comes down to being physical in certain aspects of the game, the Dallas Cowboys do got a lot of big time players. CD, big time. We got a lot of big time players. Cooks has made some big time plays in some big time games. We got a lot of big time plays. Gilmore has made some big time plays in big games. So we got some big time play. Micah. So we got big time players. Dak against LSU. Come on. We got big time players to do this. Ferguson, a sneaky good game that he had today. And we're going to have to probably have a whole lot of him because you know they're going to try to take CD out. You know all the attention is going to be on CD. And I ain't like what the Commanders was doing to CD today. It looked like they was trying to injure my boy. I ain't going to lie to y'all. It didn't look too high. I ain't like what I said. I was like, man, we need to take him out. It's just like I don't know if it was just because I was paying attention to it more because I was hoping that we get out unscathed as much as we can. But it just seemed to me like the way that they was tackling was kind of dirty today when it came down to CD. I don't know if anybody else picked up on that, but it just seemed like that to me, and I didn't like it. But now everything is out the reach. We supposed to have big time coaches. We got Super Bowl winning coaches on all phases. Dan Quinn, it's your chance to redeem yourself after choking against Tom Brady and to actually go ahead and get your defense prepared for battle. Because yes, even though we putting a whole lot on the offense, a whole lot, I acknowledge that. We know we have the understanding that we are an offensively led team. Mike McCarthy is under a lot of pressure because I keep seeing, I don't know if it's true or not, but sometimes where there's smoke, there's fire. That if he doesn't have a successful playoffs, and a successful playoffs is, to me, is getting to the Super Bowl. He probably might be gone. He probably gonna be gone. So pressure's on Dak too. Because if Dak doesn't perform, you gonna all not on the label is gonna roll with you. Like, man, you do all this in the season, but you don't never ever make no plays in a big time game. So Dak got a lot to play for. Dak, McCarthy, Dan Quinn, even though you come in with pedigree, you have a lot to play for. You have a lot to coach for, or I should say. Because your teams, your defenses have been getting drugged the past couple years. And that ain't like a Dan Quinn defense, so they say. And we'll let us see big time. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is what it, yes, sir. All the marbles is on the table, and I can't wait. I'm excited. I'm excited, y'all. I truly am. I'm excited because I know because I know. I just know that if the Dallas Cowboys just play with some mean streak, with some intent, that this team can go to another level. I know that if Dan Quinn put Michael Parsons at linebacker, and whoever you have next to him, this team can go to another level. I know that if Dan Quinn unleashes Sam Williams in this playoffs, this team can go to another level. Every time I see Sam Williams get opportunity, he makes the most of it. Sam Williams makes the most of his opportunities. So to deny him in the playoffs when the stakes are at large, when the stakes is big, that wouldn't be too wise. You got a good balance of experience, youth, and vets on this team. You are in the playoffs at a time where the NFC is straight garbage. There's no excuse, y'all. No excuse whatsoever. I know my guy Loke was out there at that game, rubbing it in them commanders' face, letting them know you still sorry. Shout out to my guy Loke. You know, you know, he was out there and letting them boys know. I know he was letting them know. So it's just, to be honest with y'all, it's kind of like that Niners game, as we say, right? Hey, look, all that it's cool. All that we've been here for here. Now it's time to put up or shut up. Now it's time to put up or shut up. Can the Green Bay Packers beat you? Yeah, the Green Bay Packers can beat you. Any team can beat you, as we've seen with the Arizona Cardinals. But should the Green Bay Packers beat you? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. They should bang on the Green Bay Packers, y'all. And I can't wait to get into that film. I can't wait to get into this Green Bay Packers film because I might lightly glance at this Commanders game maybe tonight, but I'm done. I'm over it. I'm over it. There ain't too much to take other than the team was just trying to get in and get out, get that win and get in and get out and move on. Curse some of the players. Some These is probably some of the last time you're gonna see some of these players on this team. So it was a good ride. It was a good ride. It was a good ride. And this ride should not be ending anytime soon. We should, to be honest with you, we should have at least another month. Because like I told y'all last live, I do not want to be talking about this draft in 2 weeks. I don't want to be like we did last year. We talking about Bijan in the middle of what the hell we talking about Bijan in January for? We need to be talking about this stuff in February. We need to be picking number 32. Not 28, not 29, not 30, but 32. And boy, oh boy, with the state of the NFL, the Dallas Cowboys shot to win it hasn't looked so good in a long time, y'all. In a long time. In a long time. We'll probably we'll we'll probably see them we'll probably see them boys in San Francisco again. Most likely we will. Most likely we will. Unless they just have a huge meltdown, and I wouldn't be surprised if they did. Shoot, if they see the Rams in them playoffs, they got a good chance of knocking them out. But man, we here, y'all. I got I got a big ass smile on my face, man. We here. We here. I can't wait. I don't know what that spread is, but if that spread like 3, 4, 6, take that. I'm taking that. I'm taking that. I might have to go. Man, I might have to make that drive. I'm taking that. Because to me, that's so easy. That's some easy money right there. That's easy money right there. But all right, y'all, man. I'm ready. I'm ready to start preparing. I'm excited. I'm ready to get on Green Bay right now. I'm ready to start preparing, y'all. But we'll be talking soon. Y'all enjoy this win, and let's get ready because we about to be in for some excitement and a hell of a ride, y'all. I can see it now. But all right, y'all. Till next time.